Okay, this is on the Maughan job, number 54099. Don't know who's installing it or the date yet. So here's the scope. So we have Jason labeled it number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I color coded them. Number 1 is blue, number 2 is yellow, number 3 is green. So those two are green, the indoor units, so those will go to, unit number 3, condenser number 3. And those are blue, so they'll go to condenser number 1. Okay, so that's the basement. In the main floor, we have a cassette and a cassette in blue. So you get the point. Those are green, so we'll have to color code these still to the proper AC. But let me just start. This is going to be a long video, so prepare. So I will write better what goes where. And the models that they are. But everything is a wall unit except 2 cassettes, but they are different sizes. And I have it all written down, I just need to organize everything. But I can do that out of this house. So I'll just have to go over my sloppy notes. Where did I put them? There they are. Okay, these aren't the notes you get. Okay, so this is number 1. Yeah. So if you come in the front door, you have the living room here there's 3 levels. This is a rental, so lots of different people live here. But the main floor, walk in the front door, we're gonna put a cassette in the ceiling right here. Probably in the same thing as this abandoned thing, just in the center, a ceiling cassette. And then in the kitchen here, we're gonna put a ceiling cassette in the dining room. Okay, there is attic above us, and the units come with the pump. But this one is gonna have 5 heads on it. So 2 here on the main level, and then 3 will be in the basement, 3 bedrooms underneath us. But these 2 are just going to go in the attic, and then go out the eave, and we're going to just drip the drain out the eave on these. Okay, and we're going to run line height down the wall for that. Okay, so let's go down. Sorry, while I'm on the main floor, let me just go to the other bedrooms. So number 3 will be the 2 basement bedrooms on the east and the 2 basement bedrooms, and the 2 main floor bedrooms on the east. So Can I come in for a minute? Okay. Can I come in for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come in both. Okay, so the east bedroom, we have the stairs going up to the top floor. So we have a bedroom here and a bedroom here. Thanks. We are going to mount one unit on this wall here. Sorry, up high. And the other unit on the opposite side of the wall. Right here. So to get the line set and drain out, we're going to have to cut a hole in the sheetrock here. So we can drill a hole down into the floor, unless you can measure it and fish it up from underneath. But it's a drop ceiling down below, so we have all access. And then fish the line sets down with the drain. The drains you can just gravity feed and run in PVC and gravity feed and just pop it out the side. But the line sets will come out. Sorry, let me go downstairs. So those two will go down into the basement. Whoops, I left my papers somewhere. Where did I put them? Set my papers down somewhere. Oh. Well, you know what? I said it was going to two bedrooms downstairs, but it's going to a bedroom and the kitchen common area downstairs. So here we're going to put a unit right here, and one on the opposite side of the wall right here. So just get it, over this way as you can, so it's blowing more in the kitchen area than into this wall, but it's going to blow into the wall anyway, but you get the point. We just don't want it seen from the stairs. We want it over here. Okay, then these ceiling tiles will just pop up. Pop one up, show you how much room we got up there. So it's got that much room up there, so it's not going to be too bad. But yeah, the drains just gravity feed out the back and just drip out there with the 90. Line sets will have to go out, and I'll show you where they go out when I get out there. Okay, the other three units for the west bedrooms that are going with the two kitchen, or the kitchen, other ones, are these three bedrooms here. Okay, this first bedroom, you're going to have a unit over that TV. Go up into the each of these basement ones are going to have pumps. So you're going to have to pump up and out to the nearest exit. This one happens to be under a deck, which is okay. But yeah, just you can run your line set and can do it high enough so you can make the connection in the above the ceiling. And then run your line sets here. Let's see. In this bedroom, we are going to put one, where was it? Let's see, east, so this is west. Oh, they said this on. Okay, so this is number 1 system. So these are the lower bedrooms. Okay, so here, I don't think that's right. You know what, I kind of got turned around. Let's see. Well, in this bedroom right here, we're gonna put it where this picture is. Right there. Oh yeah, in this bedroom, we're gonna put it right here. That's where they wanted it, right there. And so in all the line sets could run out and just run them out right behind the unit. So no line height needed for that one. Okay, let's go to the very top floor, 3rd floor. Wait. There's a lot going on here. Sorry that's scattered. Okay, come up the stairs to the 3rd floor. You got this big room here. We are going to put a wall unit right here. And to get the line set out, we're going to have to cut a hole in the sheetrock here and drill through the floor. And I believe that'll put us, drill through the floor inside the wall. And I believe that'll put us in the top of the soffit. And I'll show you out there what I mean. Your drain will just drip out of the soffit. Your line set will have to run in line height, high under the soffit, all the way around the house to a unit. I'll show you where that is in a minute. Okay, in the future they're going to split this into 2 bedrooms. So they want another unit over here. So we're going to put it right here, above this tile here, high. And
let's go to this next one here.
If you can see, we got a roof on the other side. If you can, we want to run the line set inside the wall and poke out through the roof, but we can't damage this here. But I think that's only 3 feet difference that we could have to fish that. You can cut a hole on the roof side and fish it down that way. If you, for some reason, can't do that, on the outside here, we got this flue and a drain and everything that goes out. It wouldn't be a bad thing to run line height out, but then you got to deal with the roof. So I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to order anything for that. I'm planning that you're going to be able to fish this down the wall. So if you come through here, this is a closet. Let me go through the other way to show you. This is a bedroom. So we want to mount one. They're going to move this light. His electrician's going to move it. And we're going to put a unit just, centered between this wall and here, just probably where this light is. And same thing, if we need to cut a hole in the sheetrock down low to get into the roof and fish this stuff, we're good there. But if you look out the window, we got the roof right there. And so this one will actually be easier. But yeah, he said any piece of sheetrock you do, just try to cut as neat as you can so he can just patch it himself and not have to buy any sheetrock. So keep that in mind, but drill it big enough that you can get your tools in, drills. So there's an attic access right here that you can access all this. So plenty big access. So these line sets, you're going to come through. You can see where that fluid goes through the roof. So you're going to have to struggle with room on that one. So make sure you bring it over enough that you can get into this attic. But yeah, so get your line sets and drain into this attic, and then just go to the nearest eave with your drains and drip it out the eave. If this one's going over the front door, I haven't looked at that yet, but if it's going over the front door, you probably don't want to drip it over the front door. But anyway, they'll both go out and drop out the eave over on the back side. I'll show you that. Okay. All done up here. Let's go outside. So his electrician, I met him here this morning, and they're gonna run all the power for it. And I talked to him about locations already, but he'll probably be here the first day you are. And get a better idea of exactly, the exact locations. Okay. So, come out the back. Let's go back to the unit on the west side first. I told him we'd mount it just wherever works best here. I said probably right over this conduit if we can, or somewhere right here. Don't want to mess with that side, but if it won't go there, for some reason, well, it will. Anyway, put it wherever works best. If we have to move that, no big deal. But the two in the upstairs, we just have 10 feet of line, so I get a line height 90, entrance 90, 10 feet of line height, and ending for it, square around or whatever. So just a straight thing. Then the other ones, the other three, are going to be in the basement, so they'll just pop up right in the back, right wherever you need them, right here. So, okay. Oh, also, make sure you have, I'll order you a full roll of MC cable. I talked to Jamie, he said MC cable, if we run it in the line hide, it probably doesn't need to be in conduit. So anything running through the line hide, just run MC cable. So I'm not going to order you any conduit. Just make sure you have plenty of seal tight to run it any place, you don't have the conduit. Okay, the other two units are going to sit over here. So we'll have one here for the 4 bedrooms, and then the one here for the 3rd floor. Okay, so this one for the 4 bedrooms. Sorry, I keep saying bedrooms. 3 bedrooms and a kitchen or you know, the common area in the basement. So let's see. 1, 2. Oh yeah, they're all gonna be in the basement. And they're all gonna come out wherever they come out. And just run in in whatever that stuff's called, the outdoor stuff. Run it out all along here to the unit. Also, in this same one, I'm not sure how wide we can get them, but we're going to have 4 line sets for that one. But then we're also going to have 2 line sets coming down the wall from the top floor, out of the eave, out of the attic, turning and going down. So if you can just tap one line height into the other, or I guess we could run 2, but it'd be nice just to run a bigger one. Just have one. And wherever we need to put it, you know, whether it's down here or up here, I don't know yet. But yeah, you get my point. So they'll all come over here. 4 will go to the first one, and 2 lines will go to the second one. Okay, so the main one for the top floor, so we were putting by this window. So that's what I figured. You can see the window. I figure we drill through the floor, we're going to be coming out right here somewhere. So not sure what we need to do on line height of where we come out, but we'll want to come under the deck and probably over here. I don't know if I need to get 90 and a 90. I probably will get a 90 here, a 90 here, and run it tight against the house, and run line height, just a thinner one, probably 4-inch, all the way down, and we'll be up there. And not sure how we want to do these corners. Do that, or if we want to, probably do that, and maybe put like a 90 on it, and then tap into the bottom of it or something to bring it down to our unit. So and that drain would just kind of drip out the bottom there. Look on the front of the house to see. Yeah, so the other one on the top floor for this one, you probably want to go drain out the back and tee it into the other one. That's what we want to do. But yeah, that's what I was saying here. If you have to run it in line height outside, then you have that. But then you've got to deal with the roof penetration, you know, there. So we probably don't want to do that. And I will let the electrician know what breakers we need to put in, as well as I'll put it on the more finished notes. But let me just get these other notes on the video in case something happens to them. Okay, so there's the scope. Here's the basement. And I will put more information on these. Here's the main floor. There's the top floor. Here's your legend. The only one I actually have finished. But I'll have number 1, so this one will be blue, number 1. And I'm just gonna get these on here because I'm not gonna redraw all these, but just in case. So this is unit number 1. We'll get these 3 bedrooms in the basement and those 2 cassettes. They'll be on the west side. Number 2, we'll get the top floor, the 3rd floor. Okay. Those are the 3 on the 3rd floor. I'll label what units go where. Number 3, we'll get the 2 basements on the main floor. Sorry, 2 bedrooms on the main floor. Bedroom in the basement. Sorry, these are on the east side. And then the east basement bedroom, and then the basement common area for the kitchenette area. Okay, that's it.